Chemistry, all about atoms. What is an atom? Atoms have a nucleus in the center made of protons and neutrons and electrons that move around the nucleus. Here's an example atom, beryllium. Beryllium has 4 protons in its nucleus. That's why its atomic number is 4. It also has neutrons that add mass and electrons that orbit around the nucleus. The electrons arrange themselves in shells. 2 go in the first shell and the next 2 go in the second shell. Every element has its own unique number of protons, and that number determines where it appears on the periodic table. The periodic table organizes elements by their atomic number and their chemical behavior. Elements in the same column share similar properties because they have the same number of outer shell electrons. Beryllium, for example, is in group 2, along with magnesium and calcium. But atoms don't always stay alone. They bond with each other to become more stable. Here's a familiar example, water. A water molecule forms when one oxygen atom shares electrons with 2 hydrogen atoms. Oxygen needs 2 electrons to fill its outer shell, and each hydrogen needs 1. By sharing electrons, they form covalent bonds. But water doesn't just form a single molecule. Water molecules actually stick to each other. Because oxygen is slightly negative and hydrogens are slightly positive, one water molecule is attracted to another. These attractions are called hydrogen bonds. Hydrogen bonds are weaker than covalent bonds, but together they create a network of molecules. These bonds create the substances we see every day. Water, salt, oxygen, everything comes from atoms joining together to form molecules and compounds. So in just a few minutes, we saw what atoms look like, how a real one like beryllium is structured, how the periodic table organizes the elements, and how atoms bond to form water in our world. The end.